Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Z1R Random Percent Tournament of 2023 Semifinals Race versus iceblue and FurySK. My name is Panzer Dave.
My name's Magic Friends. Hello, friends.
And we will be commentating this, obviously live and not recorded. So iceblue lost game 1. His remorse flag is Shapes, and I'm about to let these guys go.
Yeah, Shapes is actually what I wanted to see out of this, so that'll work out.
I think the difference between these two last time was like 2 minutes apart, so they're both good racers in their own right. It was a very jet seed, from what I remember.
Yeah, it makes sense that iceblue would switch it to Shapes. His combat is really, really strong. Sometimes watching him back is really incredible to see how he can stab things at such weird angles. So making the dungeons longer is something that can benefit him a lot. But everybody in the top 4 right now is really insane, so
Yeah, I've been asking them previously, either off the record or in random chats, what their remorse flag would be against this person or somebody of this caliber, and so that looked like Tringle's, what, 1 in 5 from what I saw?
yeah, 1 and something in the 5-6, which I think the 5-6 don't move, so.
Well, they can't move, it's Shapes.
Oh, right.
So it's 1 in 5. My opinion, if I've lost against any of these guys, like any of these top players, if I lose against them, my remorse flag is going to be turning off item shuffle. And it's because then I know that I can make up time on my combat. And I know where items are. Like, I don't have to dig 7, I don't have to dig 6, I don't have to dig 3 potentially, I don't have to dig 2,
Well, I did have some experience. I did play iceblue, and my remorse flag against him was to turn enemy HP to 0, so that to kind of take away that combat advantage I thought he had. And it worked out. I mean, the first scene I was 20 minutes behind him, and the second one I was only 5 minutes behind him. So I caught up a lot.
That's really good. Some great take any roads here. Like, fantastic take any roads. Fury's probably mumbling something.
We've got some vanilla prices in the shop, so it looks like that's not going to get switched up.
Correct. Be interesting to see if there's a boomstick floating around somewhere. Fairy off of... Huh. I'm trying to think if the fairy's in that group or not. Oh, Ice finding level 3, and Ice leaving level 3. Because their desire for Shapes has come back to haunt them. With that key door being at the bottom, there's no way to force that open. They're going to have to get a key for that.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't pirouette the door and see if it would open on the opposite side, but it makes sense to just get out of there and go check this Armos location to see if there's any gear here that would help him out.
Correct. Yeah, like, that's the first goal in any of these races, right? You're just looking for the Armos item first, and then worry about dungeons later. I'm willing to bet you... Oh, well, I'd be a losing man then. I would have bet anything that Fury bought bombs. There. Not knowing where bombs could drop right now, I feel like that's a really big advantage. Also, vanilla enemies on the overworld. These are the same formations you would see. Oh, a free candle, though. Hello!
And it's a red candle, so that's some pretty decent combat already.
And Fury finding a dungeon that's already completed. but he's gonna take a peek in here. Oh, if he had 4 more bucks. As Ice is in the dead woods, getting some bomb drops.
Yeah, we're getting a couple bomb drops off Korea's. Ooh, this could be a staircase for an item.
That early in 5, rare, but it could happen, but it didn't. It's just the transport. Wow, what a great transport, everyone. Just right into the middle. The Fury's had enough of that level. He says no thank you.
Yeah, the real reason to go in there is if you can luck sack into an item real quick, but no.
I will say looking around in here is beneficial, though, for keys.
And we'll take one and probably... No, he's going back in again.
Oh, this could be the item, though. Or not.
No, that was the staircase he took.
That was the staircase, okay. Say hello to Goma. Say goodbye to Goma.
That's 2 Gomas already in this dungeon.
Fury, you have a candle. You can stack it. Use the candle, Fury. Okay. Thank you. The map's really... What happened here? This is definitely a level that exists.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't gone and just found the found those 4 rupees he needs. But that Triforce being in the Triforce room is kind of an indicator that we are looking for Triforce rooms for our Triforces all the time.
Yep. Definitely agree with that. iceblue also not buying the arrows here. This could be a good opportunity, but at the same time, you don't want to immediately like spend your money. You want to see what's available. As Ice finds that there's a raft available as the white sword item.
I mean, that is an overworld blocking item, so you do usually want to pick that up at some point.
Yeah, it feels so bad, right? Picking up the raft, though. You're like, it's a raft.
The scary thing is that the raft being at that spot is kind of an indication that it might be needed. It's one of those things where, like, the more easy it is to go find those items, the more likely you have to have those items.
Well, it's still only 2 spots, right? There is a book for sale. Oh, iceblue. Oh no. Oh, I should have completed his research first on his. He's gonna kick himself. That's $60 down the drain here, I think, for Ice.
And it's literally like 3 squares away.
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy about this one. Oh, this is a rough room to be in. I don't know, if you're Fury, do you just leave?
Yeah.
If you die here?
This dig feels kind of risky. Like, you're getting pretty far into the back of here. You know that item shuffle's on because... At least item shuffle's on because that red ring, or that red candle doesn't show up on the armor spot. And without any concept of whether heart shuffle's on, like, you could just end up finding a heart back here and waste a lot of time.
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fury is, oh, that's interesting. Our first hint of the day could be a potential good one here.
Man
level 3 on Death Mountain.
Death Mountain? Didn't we already find level 3 over in the forest?
Oh yeah, we did. Well, that's a lie. Everything's a lie! Ice already knows that's a lie. He doesn't want to listen to old men in this case now. Also worth noting that it might be prudent for them to pick up a potion, because there is
red
Stalfo shooting.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna have red bubbles somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Fury can only bomb down from there, I think. If he gets a bomb, I think he'll go back in and finish it out.
So it seems that iceblue found a level 2 before he found that blue candle. So this is a good spot for him to find some keys and be able to dig out that 3 as well.
Very true.
I think iceblue forgot to turn off his notifications again.
Oh, I don't have anything on the stream for that. I'm just strictly I can't listen to the audio. It bleeds through for me.
Well, somebody just finished a boss fight in Final Fantasy.
Oh. I'll harass him about that. Be like, Ice, you said your audio is clean.
He must have just picked up the recorder, that's what it is.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Fury giving up on level 5. I don't blame him. It's also first quest overworld.
That's a long dig through 5 to come up empty-handed. It's gonna kind of put some pressure on him, where he's gonna feel like that. He's gonna feel a little bit behind, especially if he finds his level 2 over here as well.
Yeah. I don't think level 2's over here though, because Ice would have ran into the. Maybe it is. Nope, level 8's over here though. Now I'm wondering if Heart Shuffle's on because of that heart on the floor.
Well, it is level 2, so there's even the potential for like that to be the other item as well.
Yeah, and they're right. Fury.
It is the other item.
So Heart Shuffle is on. Good to know. Fury did dig 5 keys out of level 5, so.
That's something that can be. That's the kind of thing that can change like your routing completely. So it's not a complete waste. But 2 hearts for iceblue, and he's out of level 2 with the 1 Triforce advantage.
Yep, Fury's an 8 with the. It looks like a chameleon, I guess. Like the head of the chameleon and the top is the tail.
I agree. Yeah.
That's such an easy Triforce in 8. You're right, it could be Coast Art.
What it does mean is that iceblue gets to pick up his raft immediately, because he saw that on the way up to buy the blue candle.
Yeah. If I'm Fury, I'm up Aing from here. Like, get my sword back and just... I don't want to deal with this room anymore. Like, I get why you may want to, clear this room, but it just feels like I would have better things to do in 8.
Yeah, it feels like for how close this is to start, he would have been better off just not doing this room and coming back.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's a shop on the coast, so the first part of the raft, not important. But Fury's also really making good work of these rooms. Oh, this is where Ice is going to kick himself. Yeah. Just, it's a feel bad moment there. I'm curious to see if Ice will dig level 5 out or not.
Well, he's at least going to poke his head around here. Let's see how much longer he sticks around. Fury has his Triforce out of 8, but he's going back in. That Triforce is in that very tip of the tail where the hyphen is. So Fury's going to check the other half of this side.
Yep, I don't blame him. You know, it's 8. There's 2 items in here, potentially 3 with Heart Shuffle, so... I wonder if Fury's assuming it's Heart Shuffle. Based on his... well, we know what Fury's not clearing. Fury is not going to clear this Gliok. He will absolutely nope out of that fight. In a heartbeat. I think that's the only boss Fury absolutely just does not like to deal with.
Yeah, Glioks have a tendency, are so easy to get like off pattern, where you're just going ahead and you're hitting them like 1 or 2 times in a row, and then all of a sudden they throw a fireball like out of nowhere in your face, hit you, and then there's another fireball on the stream, and you're like panicking.
Or they just bounce you around like a tennis ball.
And then the heads like trap you in a corner. Like, no, just get out of there.
Yeah. Oh, this 8 is absolutely wild. I would clear this room. Like, this room feels like... Oh, so the reason why Fury left 5 is because it's blocked off by the Goma. I see now. The only path forward in 5 is Goma blocked, so...
Yeah, you can get to the right a little bit here through some bombs, but
it doesn't do you any good. It just gets you some keys, so that's why Fury left 5. Fury needs a bow and an arrow to see if there's any sort of items in here. Oh gosh, and a whistle block next? Sure game. It does bob down. Nice.
Jeez, there's a lot of fireball rooms in here.
Yeah, anytime you get like second quest rooms, it becomes a fireball fiesta. And unfortunately not in a good way. Like, it's terrible. Oh, here we go. Our first item room potentially in 8. Will it be an item? Will it be a transport? As if it's ever an item room.
iceblue is also clearing out this NSU bunny death room, and he can't take any more damage in here, or he'll drop a life.
Yep. So the staircase that Fury took led him to the very tip of the tail in 8, the one room he didn't want to get into, or he didn't want to get into because it was very enemy blocked. So that was exciting news for him. I'm sure he was absolutely thrilled about that.
It's not the worst thing. At least it's not going to be in the back of his head that he didn't check that room.
Yeah. Oh, that's an
not
up A, though.
Yeah, that's an up A. At this point, you have the Triforce. Just get out. Yeah, I like this play. Get out of here and go find some dungeons that have a little bit more accessibility on their items, and then maybe we can come back and do this faster.
I will say at least Fury was able to dig out. He did a lot of exploring in 8, so he knows where he needs to go.
Yeah, he's already got half of that cleared, so if he does have to go back, he knows exactly what corner to go to. Yeah. I'm going to get our first check at the coast here as soon as Patra stops talking.
It's a banana, so Heart Shuffle's on. Which, you know, we expected. That means the coast item will be readily ignored by both players, as you cannot downgrade your banana. You can only upgrade.
Yeah, technically, I guess Heart Shuffle's not on yet.
No, it can't be. So there was 2 items in... I mean, I guess it could be still right. I don't know.
It just sounds more exciting if Heart Shuffle's on, so we're just going to assume that it's on.
Yeah.
It's way more exciting to make that, because then every room could be the item that we need.
Yes, that's true.
It does make it much more frustrating for our tracker today, so...
Yeah. Well, there's a heart container in the woods for Fury. Just one screen north of where it normally lays. So, that's fun. Level 1 underneath the burn bush in the woods. Technically by a lake. If you get a hint. This is by a lake. Aquamentus in the Aquamentus room. Alright, well, I think that's going to confirm Heart Shuffle on. Because that's the normal heart room. And we know the floor drops aren't shuffled, so Heart Shuffle is on. This is going to be a key. No, a red ring. Ooh. Oh, baby.
Well, so remember how I said come back to this 8 when you have something that helps you out with it? We found something.
We found a couple somethings because that shield's also good for the pew pew whiz robes and some fireballs. Fun fact, it's only good for fireballs from regular enemies and Aquamentus.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, it doesn't block the Gomas or the Gleeoks.
Well, the iceblue actually did clear that 8 red Dark Knot room, and he's going to get teleported to the bottom half of this dungeon instead.
Oh, look, another banana. Fury, you're done. You have the Tringle, buddy. I wonder if he forgot that he has the Triforce in here. Compass is not going to blink. He did forget.
Well, that tells him.
That tells him that he's like, oops. So...
they both happen to have the boomerang, because we started with the boomerang, so no reason to go pick it up.
So Alan, one was red ring, magical shield, and blue boomerang. Is what that was. So Fury's done with 1. He doesn't need to deal with it again. I think this is where 2 is, maybe? Yeah, this is 2. At Monocle Rock. So Fury will need the Triforce out of this one. And I don't know if Fury knows where level 3 is or not. Because he didn't go that way.
Yeah, he's ended up using the transport's gonna bloop around. So I think he hasn't seen 3 yet.
So this might make him go to Death Mountain. At some point. He hasn't done the northeast corner yet.
That is an item room. Fury spent a key in here, and that key was in the very top left corner, so this is one of the items at 8.
I mean, it's a whistle, so that's 1 check for the runners.
But we have seen a lot of bosses already, so they could help if the extra bosses flag is on. We've seen a couple of Gomas and at least 1 Dig Dogger already.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think. Back to level 1. There's only the Aquamentus that we saw, so who knows if... I mean, that doesn't tell us much of anything, though.
However, it still means we have this nice block here in that 8 because of the ladder.
Yep. I wonder where Ice is going here. Oh, he's getting the Triforce. I know where he's going. I had to think about that for a second.
Count, you can change that to, say, a couple of different things. I think you can make it say Sector and a couple other things, but really it's just something for show.
Yeah, it's one of those miscellaneous things that we can replace. So you have level board that you can choose from, and then random, which rolls like cave or sector or other random shenanigans. Asylum's another one. I don't like changing it though, because I rely on the level -2 or level whatever as my map guide.
Yeah, same.
So if it's ever changed, I'm like, I don't know where I'm at.
I mean, I would love to have one that actually was 8 letters long, so that I don't accidentally forget that there's one more column over there.
Right. Fury finding his first heart container here. As Ice found the whistle and then just got out of 8, I think, and I think that's smart.
It puts him ahead. It puts him, in theory, ahead. It also gives him some level of movement because our any roads were pretty bad this time. So if he up A's, he can get back over to the west, the east side of the map pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's a Triforce for Fury, so...
I think that ties up our Triforce count here. Both player having 1, 2, 5, and 8. Fury's gonna start clearing out this part of the Northeast. I see him getting the raft, but then I also see him just not going back to the East Coast raft spot until he has a ladder and he can like wrap around.
Yeah, I definitely see him grabbing the raft. If he was going to take that much time to dig out 5, he's going to grab the raft.
Oh yeah, for sure, but I don't think he'll use it right away. Correct. Book is in this northeast corner shop, actually. Yeah, potato. It is first quest overworld as confirmed by a vanilla level 2. Ice is in the Dungeon of Goodies now.
He'll get his defense boosts here, actually in this room, and he'll be on his way out of one pretty much as soon as he sees that last item.
Yep. It is still very dangerous to go alone, which is why both players have a sword and some candles.
In Randomizer, it's even more dangerous to go alone.
Yeah, that's why I always take a candle instead of a sword. Fury does pick up his raft, as expected, but I just don't see him doubling back for one check when he can just keep exploring the overworld. Is he really? FurySK, are you really gonna... Oh my goodness, he's gonna just, you know, do the opposite of what I thought he was gonna do. He's checking it, but then I can't see him not up-Aing from this position then.
I mean, if he is being very thorough, and if that's his game plan, is to just like make sure he doesn't miss anything and try to play off of the fact that iceblue can be very aggressive with a lot of his yarding, then that's the decision he's made.
Fury will buy arrows here though, which makes sense.
So it looks like iceblue is going up to waterfall area, and Fury is going to start digging around at the start area.
Yep.
Just divergence.
Yeah, it makes sense because that would have been a lot of walking for Fury to get back to the waterfall area, whereas an up-A here just gives him access to the entire start screen and all that.
And iceblue saw a little bit more of this start area because he dug out a little bit more after they found the any roads.
This means also Fury's going to be the first one into 3 with keys. He tried to play the trendy game and lost, which, you know, it's gambling. You have 2/3 the choice to lose, so, you know, don't gamble, kids.
This also is a good reason why he's checking the second ladder spot, or raft spot, which is Busto.
So, raft not required, which is fine. Well, I guess Fury will not be finding level 3 immediately. I'm curious to meet the old man along. That could be a truth or it could be a lie. iceblue is going to... These two are gonna converge, I think.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna like swap places.
Yeah, we have fake hints from the old man here. Nope, they're not. Ice is going to continue to the forgotten spot, whereas Fury is going to eventually work his way there. I believe that's all 4 heart containers for... Nope, one's missing. Fury finding level 9, which does him no good right now, other than the fact that he has knowledge of where level 9 is.
Has iceblue blown the whistle yet?
Nobody's blown... No, he has not blown the whistle.
I'm really surprised at that. Like, that could be a huge game changer if that takes him to any kind of already found
yeah, that's very true, but More fake hints from the old men. We don't trust the old men hints, and there's no reason to buy it. Yeah, Fury will buy the hint. White Sword could possibly be in 3.
I mean, that still is open to be true.
Yes. We know an item does exist in 3, so that's true. So that's exciting, I guess. If I was Fury, I'd almost take a potion there, just so I don't have to buy a potion. Knowing that I'm not going to get away with potions for cheap here. Oh, this is Fury's first trip on this side of the coast. And in the Grave area. He's probably going to do West Death Mountain?
Looks like we're shooting to... Mountain. So I just played the recorder. Looks like we're going to Unbeaten Vanilla.
Unbeaten Vanilla does nobody any good here. So what, that gets you access to 4, which you already have access to, 3 you already have access to, 6 is an easy walk, and 7 is just... Yeah. Both players finding dungeons here, Ice into 3, and then Fury into 7, and remove open stairs is a flag that is now on, as we see Fury picking up the key and pushing a block.
And look, there's more stairs on the other side, too.
In shocking fashion, it's a transport chat. Oh, this is good, though. Oh. It's
good
a lion.
Quotation marks.
Oh, this is the item, though. Oh, it's a bow in 7.
Wow, that's a big find for Fury. He can just go mode to the Triforce in here, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Although we know Heart Shuffle's on, so...
Yeah, but he also hasn't seen any of the 3 items in 8 yet, so he's got plenty of places to look.
That is very true.
We can come back here if we have to. Never 7.
Ice immediately leaving 3 because I think it's bow blocked. So whenever Fury gets over to 3, he's going to have an advantage in 3, just by virtue of having bow and arrows.
Yeah, it looks like 3 and 7 are both, or 3 and 5 are both bow blocked, so that's a lot of space that Fury can look at. The iceblue can.
That's correct. Yeah, we're just missing 4 and 6. 9 is in the bottom right of...
We're missing 6, because we just found 4.
We just found 4.
The burn spot.
Okay.
Near the grave.
Well, Fury will find that eventually, too, once he... Oh, we just found 6. Okay, well, we know where all our dungeons are. Congratulations, chat. We found everything. Oh, Fury taking a bad bop from a bubble, though. This is bad, actually. Like, this is where I said the potion would come in handy.
Yeah, 6 is not the kind of dungeon you want to go through with no usable gear.
I mean, he does have usable gear, just not against Wizrobes. Like, he can clear this room, obviously. What shape is level 4?
Genie lamp.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, Scorpion, that makes sense too.
Yeah, Fury's gonna definitely take this Triforce. Big Gogger gazes in the forest. Who knows? Fury does want this Triforce. He just may get out of here. Yeah, I don't blame him on this.
So Fury has the arrows and the bow. If they get back over to the Deadwoods, they're in go mode. I mean, they're in 9 mode.
They're definitely in 9
get
mode.
Through their. Well, I guess maybe they need the ladder. Could need
potentially, yes. And it's just a heart container for ice on the floor there. Now Fury's picking up that potion. It is count. So the problem is the red bubbles and blue bubbles. Red bubbles prevent you from pulling out your sword, and The only way to get rid of it is through a potion, a Triforce, or an up A and save, or a fairy.
We have 1 hit point. We have 0 HP bosses. That Gleok went down in 2 swings.
Oh, that Fury should have tried it then, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, he should have known better.
It's okay. It's not like Fury's gonna be mad about that or anything.
No.
Fury has $0 now to spend on said Goma. That's the right word for it. When he finds 3 though, so that's interesting.
So iceblue was able to get the Triforce out of 4, no items. It looks like he also picked up arrows at some point when we weren't looking.
Yeah, he did buy arrows. There was a shop on Death Mountain, and I believe there was a heart container in the ground.
Yes, the stair was a heart container. Ooh, that's one of our big secrets under the Recorder Lake.
Was there a wand in 4 high spirits? Yes, wand was in 4. Thank you. It was such a quick kill that we didn't catch it.
Wait, he has a wand now?
Yep, he has a wand.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess 4's fine then. They'll take wand.
Fury's gonna have to come back with money now, as iceblue is gambling for a book, and iceblue is not winning the gamble for the book. However, with 0 HP bosses, all he needs is that 5er. So back in he goes. Oh, the white sword isn't 3, and it's blocked by the Goma.
So we have mixed hits.
Yep, we knew they were going to be deceptive.
Oh, sorry, you're right. That's deceptive, not mixed.
Correct. Oh,
Well,
Fury taking some bops here.
Well, both runners have white sword combat damage. I don't know why Fury's picking this up. He hasn't seen 3 and 4 yet. That's right.
Correct.
And they've seen the Any Road, so it's more likely that is needed with the Any Roads being not vanilla.
Well, Fury has not seen 4 yet, but he will once he burns the Deadwoods. Oh, where is this map, though? This is wild.
This actually is a drop room in level 3. The C stairs normally don't have a push block, but rather have a drop at 3.
Correct. Fury, I think, right now is just trying to get to level 9. And I think that's what this play is. He's just strictly looking for the Triforce and go, thinking he'll dig 9.
And there it is.
Yep. iceblue does a save and quit. I imagined he's trying to gamble for $50. I don't know, though. Don't quote me on it, chat. The way things have been going, I'm just not predicting what these runners are doing. Oh, he gets it. He will get the boomstick, and he has the wand. This is pretty big.
But Fury already has 2 Triforces in his pocket and has that bow already. I imagine that once 7 is found, iceblue is going to find the bow. It didn't seem like it was too far away and was kind of en route to the Triforce, but he's still got to get there, and he can't really do the other 2 dungeons until he does.
Yep. Yep, sorry, Ezra, you do need to eat that hat because he did screen scroll for that book, and I don't blame him, it's on the coast.
Yeah, and the book also could be maps. We don't know if the book is currently an atlas, and with shapes being on, it's definitely worth it to try that.
Yes. As Ice is currently scrolling in the HUD to get back to a level. I think he's going back into level 8 maybe with the boomstick.
Sure. He's got the boomstick and he's got the recorder, so he can get through most of this dungeon.
Yep.
I think there was one Goma that we saw.
Now, I would not be surprised if Fury does dig for these items in 4, and it's just because, you know, it's a shorter dungeon.
Yeah, I feel like it's really just going to depend on where does this Triforce end up. Like, he's going to clear as he goes. He's not going to blitz mode the rooms, but if it's, you know, if it ended up being in the room right north of here, I think he just bails.
Well.
There have been a couple of...
Oh.
We haven't seen much water in this, so like...
You know what? It's worth thinking now, too. Ladder could also be a 9.
Yeah, because we're pretty sure we can get every Triforce with... Yeah, we can get every Triforce without the ladder.
Correct. Right, as long as Fury doesn't take a bop there, he's okay. He doesn't take a bop. I imagine, yeah, he's just... This is going to be easy for him to find, though, so... The Dig Dogger does indeed... Does it to Gaze? I don't know if Gaze is in the forest or not. I don't care. So this is his heart container that he'll probably, if I'm being honest, just pass up.
Yeah, probably just look at this, run away. Oh, yep, run away.
Don't blame him. Oh, here's the second item, I think. If Ice can clip around here. It's a ladder. Ladder's an A.
Well, that basically means that this race, we won't know who won this race until somebody steps on Zelda, because I doubt that Fury's coming back here. There's the only way that he has to come back here is if the ladder is required, or if the floor item is the silvers.
So 9 can't have a floor item.
No, I mean, I'm talking about iceblue being an 8. Like, the floor could
Oh,
be
yeah, no, I get what you're
silvers.
saying now. Yep. I get what you're saying.
But, like, all it takes is one Zelda in a Chevy room to make the race go from over to an extra 10-minute dig.
Yep. Ice doesn't care about taking hits from the bubbles right now because
he's got blaster mode on.
Yeah. Interesting. Where's Fury going? Is he going back to 8 just to prove us wrong here?
Well,
No,
he's going back to
5. He's checking 5. I know what he's doing. He's like, Dave rolled this. Ice is looking for the floor drop. So he's assuming the absolute worst. Oh my gosh, well, you know, now you're just ladder blocked out of here too. Yeah, Fury's, I think, done with this shenanigans now.
Alright, so we're gonna be in level 9 right now. 41 minutes, and we need 3 things going into level 9. We need the Roar of Ganon, we need the Shutter Door for Zelda, and we still need those pointy blue sticks.
Yep.
And this start to 9 is atrocious.
That's okay. Ice just got blocked out of the remaining rooms by the old man. Jeez Louise.
But he ended up getting the recorder and the ladder, which are 2 things that can still block you in a dungeon. So once he gets these Triforces, he's just going to go up to Death Mountain to find them.
Yep. We didn't see any items in 5. Oh, Fury's going to come back out to get... He got bopped at the very last second there. Then gets bopped again and chases the blue bubble. Remember, chat, blue bubbles and red bubbles. Bubbles only chase you 20% of the time, according to statistics by the game. Unless they're red bubbles, they chase you 100% of the time. If they're blue bubbles, they run away from you 100% of the time.
Is that also the statistics of the game or the statistics of life?
This is the Panzer statistic.
Okay, yeah.
Panzer's very adamant that The red bubbles are there to just give you pain. That's Zelda, by the way. That's an any key in 8.
Well, that's half of the items in 8 before we have to turn around and start digging
Or 9,
again.
rather. Yeah.
Yeah, 9.
But that's also, oh, it's also worth noting that it's just a boomstick. It is not an atlas.
It's also worth noting that the iceblue spent time to come back to this 3 to try and bomb his way past the Gliok and didn't get there. So now he's got to go. I think this is a whistle up to Death Mountain to start digging that out.
Yep. Well, that's a lie. Point sword at the grave, please. Like, 100% false hint.
He's had that item for 30 minutes now. Please stop.
Although I guess Ice didn't know that, so no, it couldn't have been. We've seen the raft.
Yeah, he has the raft. So no, you have the any key Fury. You don't need that.
It is Goma locked. Oh boy, do you just up A from here? Or do you try to bomb left, I guess?
I don't think you can afford to up A at all in this dungeon. You start in such a far upper right corner that it's a good 2 to 3 minutes to go back.
Yeah, but I think he's just stuck at this point. Oh, he's gonna kill... Well, he's gonna kill it or it's gonna kill him. Ice is in the correct dungeon to find the bow now. He has to take the staircase. And he does.
So he'll get his bow, and then he'll be able to finish the other 3 dungeons. Assuming he finds it, he'll finish the other 3. He's still going to be a good... He still probably needs Fury to get pushed out of this 9 to be able to come back here.
Yeah.
Like, there's no advantage that the boomstick can make up, unless we're in, like, super crazy, like, you know, secret bomb hole mode.
There's the second item. Fury's out of here. That was very fast for Fury to find both of those items. So they're 1 and 5 or 8?
Well, he doesn't know about any of the ones in 8.
But he also knows that he cannot get any further in 5. Oh man, this could be bad. Like, Ice just now... I wonder if Ice is almost in a panic. He still needs to find 6. He needs to go back into 3. Fury has to go... He knows he has to go back into 8. It's the only place the ladder can be for Fury. That makes sense, I think.
He's going to dig all 3 of these items out of this 8, because now he's looking for silvers as well. He doesn't want to have to get the ladder, leave 8, and then have to come back to find the silvers.
That's true. This is wild, everyone. No, Fury did not see the floor drop in 7. That's a very good point, too. There's a lot of stuff still going on here, folks.
Yeah, we have multiple... there's some stuff still outstanding in 6. There's a floor drop in 7. There's, I think, 1 thing in 5 still. And then there's the 3 things in 8 that Fury hasn't seen. There's... What was in 3?
Oh, there's the floor drop in 8.
Oh, what was the Gliok? He should have cleared that ages ago. Told ya.
Yep. So, Fury now knows that there's 2 drops he needs out of here. And getting very fortunate with those bombs.
But it also means this isn't even the solution for Fury. Like, he's going to find all 3 of these items and still need to dig another dungeon.
But the ladder also gets him to a second item in 5, which could be the solution. This gets him the whistle, which is not good, honestly. Like, he knows that the only thing this is good for is transport, and then he's just gonna blow it, and nothing's gonna happen.
Well, there's the map of 6.
Ugh, this 6 looks like somebody bent over picking up a penny. Is what it looks like.
And this might be the item in 6.
It's the heart condition. So 8 is not whistle locked. I don't think. I think there was a way to bomb around it. I could be wrong though.
He was able to find two. We've seen both the staircase items, and he did not whistle through it. So if he takes that the top of the chameleon, he's just going to end up stuck there.
Yeah, we know that. Korea grumbles on Death Mountain. It's not true. Aquamentus wakes by a lake. That was true. Good job, old man.
He's old, okay? The fact that he remembered half of the things he was telling you about from the last seed, like, give him a break.
I think the recorder will make it easier for, yes, mages. We're still looking for silvers. Ice is also needing to finish 2 dungeons while Fury is just purely on a silver hunt. Right, this was a key block. And then he can just go south 1. And then this is Fury's ladder. Okay, Fury's gonna go back into 5 because of how close 5 is. Oh, it's not 6!
It's not 6.
So we're down to 7 and 5, chat. Fury's got a 50-50 shot to immediately be ahead.
I mean, Fury might be ahead either way because iceBlue's not going to go back to 7 or 5 before he goes to 9.
Yeah, that's true. No, Fury, that's the Tringle. You knew that. Alright, so you had to have the ladder to get across here. Wonder if he noticed that he should be looking for the boss room in this. I don't think he's noticed that yet. Although he should have, based on just Triforce location.
Yeah, but usually the Triforce and the floor item are kind of core-related, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's why you couldn't bomb down here, because Goma creeps on... I mean, that's a true hint. Good job, old man. $5 more bucks. Another old man that's going to talk to you. Gleok lurks with the bow. That's a very bad hint.
iceblue has found pretty much every room in this 6 except for the room he actually needs, which is the one that gets him out of here.
Yeah. So Fury should be looking for the oh, is it really is it just bomb right or walk across one and go up? I'm curious. I don't think there's a whole lot. Oh, it is ladder block potentially. It's this upper part of the man here. I think Fury's just being extra thorough, even though he could just... It's just boss rooms. He's looking for... What is it, a 4... Oh, is it... It's not this. Maybe it is this. I don't know. Chat, I don't know what's going on anymore. To be fair, you know, it's Randomizer. And there's a whole lot of randomness going on in here. It is! Oh, they're looking for the push block. Gotcha. He's got to go
5.
Unless there's a floor drop he hasn't seen, then it's 7. I didn't think either player had seen the floor drops in here, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean he's not. He's still in here. I'm gonna assume that he knows what he's doing. He's still alive in the tournament, and we're not. So
correct, Sam. Fury's looking for silvers.
Oh, there it is. It's the Triforce was in the old man's hand on level 6. iceblue pretty much full cleared that.
That's really unfortunate. And he's still got to go back into 3. Was this the 4 fireball room? No, this can't be it either. Then I think Fury needs to find the 4 fireball room in here.
Maybe he thinks he already cleared it out?
I'm wondering if maybe it's just... There's the
Cool.
item. Okay. Well, Fury now knows he needs to go to 7.
Alright, iceblue just found his sword on the floor in 3, which will make digging out the rest of 3 a lot faster.
Yep. As long as he doesn't get red bubbled here.
Yeah, because he's going to find this staircase, he's going to grab the item, and then... Or he's not even going to grab the item, and then he knows he just needs to find the... Oh, and he's actually killing these guys first instead of going to the right, so that should find him his Triforce pretty fast.
Yes, he did see Zelda already. So Fury's just looking for floor drop in here.
Which means he's looking for an Aquamentus room in here?
Potentially, but as was pointed out in chat, the floor drops do get messed up with shapes. As we saw with the heart drop in 5, it's not normally in the black room.
Oh, sure.
There they are.
There it is.
Alright, well, Ice has a lot of ground to make up here. And it's arrow block too. That's hilarious.
I mean, he did say, the old man did say Gobo blocks the bow. He just had the wrong part of the bow.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, Fury's gonna have words for me about this one too, I'm sure. Very classic Dave Seed. Much wow. Hey, Druis. Fury is just strictly on the hunt for Ganon right now. Fury knows where Zelda is.
Yeah, if he hears a roar, as soon as he hears a roar, he's in go mode.
Oh, nice escape move from Fury there. Fury, I think, is going to start taking staircases now.
Without the map yet, you start in such a weird corner of this dungeon that it could be very segmented. It could be very trappy.
Yep. All right, you missed the first clip. You just walk around that stuff at this point. Fury has seen a lot of this 9, though.
The one thing that could restrict him here is his bomb count, because we know that iceblue is going to be able to ignore his bombs, but Fury's a good enough runner that if he had to, he could probably build up a count. It's just not easy with all these bubbles in this dungeon.
Correct. But I will say Fury's also... This seems like it's a very staircase block dungeon versus a... I mean, that just tells us what we already know, but thanks, game. I think Fury's just in staircase mode at this point. I think he realizes that, there's the map! Oh,
Ooh.
well, this is an interesting
okay.
shape.
It is the cheat.
It is very much the cheat. Just so... No, gotta push the block, apparently. He wants that, just in... just chasing it down at this point. This looks to be the path here to Zelda or Ganon.
Yeah, I think that... nope, I thought it would be this room, but no.
It could be northwest of her.
Well, the old man says it's northwest, but his sense of direction has been off most of the game, so we're not quite sure if that's true.
Well, and also, it just makes sense to check all these anyways, because there's no reason not to, but I think after this, if you can't get it, you take the staircase. Or not, you'd go up. Hints are very deceptive. Oh, this is... Oh boy, Fury's gonna be potioning here.
Yeah.
This is where Boomstick would be nice, but Fury just never got $200 because he didn't have the whistle.
Well, unfortunately for iceblue, having the boomstick is finding him like the map of the ladder, but it's not finding him that last staircase because he popped open enough walls that he doesn't know where it is.
Yep. Now we'll see if the old man was telling the truth or not. Interesting for Fury to do that. I'm kind of confused. Unless he just plans on going left here.
I can't. Maybe he didn't bomb the left side of this room already? I thought he did.
No, he did not.
Okay. If he could get there without getting hit.
I called that, didn't I? He's northwest of Canada, Zelda. Oh man, well, commentator's curse, I guess. Canada does require more than one hit this time, but Fury's gonna. I think this is over here.
Yeah, red ring. Fury's not taking a death with a red ring and the white sword. He only needs 3 more hits here.
Like, you could just stand in the corner and be fine. And he'll get those 3 hints, and he has the path to Zelda.
I was gonna say, Fury, please don't prove me wrong by standing on top of him. Yeah, he's got 4 rooms to go. Fury will be moving on.
Yep. This is the death knell for Ice, unfortunately. iceblue having a fantastic run, though.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to take out the #1 seed in the last round and just kind of ran into, like, one of those right mode kind of things.
Well, like the thing is, and I'll say this always about seeding, it's randomizer. Like, no matter how well you see, you could baseline certain things off of players like combat, but it's still randomizer. It's still gonna do randomizer things.
Yeah. But once we get to this point in the tournament, like, the people who have survived really understand how to maximize all of these things, even if one of them isn't working out for them in that seed.
Yep, I agree. GG's with an official race time of 1 hour and 59 seconds. And Ice getting a true hint about the silvers laying elsewhere. And I think that's... Fury's he's still gonna dig as we attempt to invite Fury in here. Probably so he can yell at me. Looks like Ice is gonna go back to potentially 7, I think, the way he's scrolling. Yeah.
5 and 7 are over
5
here,
and
right?
7. Yep.
Yeah.
And joining us in the booth is the winner moving on to the finals, FurySK.
Hi.
So, what'd you think?
I don't know.
Hey, you thought you could dodge that Gliok you found 3 minutes into the game, but no, you had to go back and kill it for a measly heart.
Yeah. This seed could have been a lot quicker if I didn't get shuttered into a dark nut room really early on. But I got shuttered into the very bottom of 8, and off I went looking elsewhere.
Yep. That did hurt. But having to buy the arrows.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure if they were even required at any point, but felt good enough to just buy them and hope that Atlas wasn't on, and live with the fact that I wasn't getting boomstick.
It turns out it was not on. However, the arrows were 1,000,000% required, obviously.
I wasn't paying any attention, clearly.
Silvers were under the Goma.
Oh, yeah.
And then the only way in 3 was through the Goma with the white sword. So,
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I didn't ever have a map of 3, I don't think. So, well, maybe I did at the very end, right before I got the Triforce, but I wasn't really paying
Well,
much
Ice
attention
had
to that.
the boomstick, and he kept swinging it around to no avail, unfortunately. Down there where the Gliok was, so the only path forward was through the Goma.
Yeah, I don't know. My
And
goal
also,
again was, like game 1 was, don't take any meaningless deaths on the overworld and just try and route the best I can. And I went the whole series without dying a single time, even though Red Ring was super early this time in comparison to last time. It still feels pretty good.
oh no, yeah, you definitely played well.
It was also pretty clear that you were specifically saying, like, you know what, if I clear everything and it just so happens this is Ghost Seed, I'm fine with that, but I'm not going to leave anything behind unless I have to. And doing so is pretty much what won you the race, because when you went in, you found 7 earlier, and then you made sure to get the bow out of it.
Yeah, found the bow. I think you take the staircase and it's one room away again. Kind of force that direction unless you want to kill a bunch of, I think it was Dark Nuts guarding a shutter door for a one-off room, which I said no thanks to. And that bow helped a little bit, although I didn't really use it outside of Goma's. I had Wand and White Sword and mixed Pulse Voice rooms, so by the time I was actually done with the Gibdos and the other stuff, the keys in the room, the Pulse Voice were down to their last 2 HP because of all the hitting.
And it seems like they rolled down or even, so... Ice does not have the any key out of 9. He did get the hint that the silvers are elsewhere, which is a true hint.
Yeah. If I ever got more money again, I was going to buy every single one of the hints and try and get some sort of silvers information out of that. But outside of buying arrows, I don't think I found the other 2 large secrets. And based on my map, there's not too many non-block spots that could be.
Well, we know one was underneath the whistle spot.
Yeah, the other one had to either be up on level 5 area, White Sword Cave, or Power Bracelet block then, I believe.
None of those is Power Bracelet.
Yeah, iceblue ended up getting the one under a Quarter Lake and saving, and then spent maybe 2 to 3 minutes rolling at the money-making game that was near start to get to the boomstick. But in doing so, he just didn't end up going to Death Mountain for a long time. And that coupled with the fact that the bow was very required and you dug it out very quickly, really is what put him too far behind to catch up. The boomstick just wasn't enough to let him drag race you back.
No, he would have had gotten very lucky in 7 to find the silvers to catch up to you. And he just got the bow and the Pringle and left.
Yeah, I was persuaded to go up to Death Mountain on the thought that level 3 might be up there, and if level 3 wasn't going to be up there, which it wasn't, chances were that at least something was going to be up there, as I had pretty much everything in Eastern Death Mountain or Eastern Hyrule covered and most of the starting area. So by process of elimination at that point, even if the hint's a lie, you still likely profit enough from it by finding something up there.
Yeah. Also, the whistle would not have worked for you if you tried to blow it.
Yeah, I only picked it up because I remembered seeing a Dig Dogger in level 8, and I didn't want to be bamboozled by that.
Yeah. It's whistle to unbeaten old. So, once you had the Tringle, the whistle became quite useless. Ice is unfortunately just going to last location. The silvers, just like Fury did. He cleared out 5, now he's in 8.
I mean, I skipped both items in 6, so I didn't quite full clear
it. He got both items in 6, I think.
You've seen at least one of them, if not both.
By default, there's not a whole lot left in there except for Chest Jerk, perhaps.
Yeah.
This is Ice Blue's item in 8, though, so he'll be okay to pick it up. He's not thrilled, obviously, but...
There was a good 20 minutes in the seed where iceblue had the recorder and the ladder just after you had gotten into 9, so we were kind of in that Well, it's not over until he touches Zelda kind of phase where you could just find a Chevy room at the very end of the game and have to turn around and go back for it. But it turned out like the digs were so many digs were required that it had that your thoroughness really paid off.
And I think the strategy into 9 is a rare one. I usually don't go that direction with the seed, but in this one I was ladder blocked, and another seed I had played fairly recently in this tournament. It might have been against Garion, where the ladder was a 9. No, maybe it wasn't. It was somebody early on in brackets where the ladder was a 9, like one room in. So my thought was, I don't really know if important items are on or off. I couldn't remember if any Triforces were blocked. I felt like they were not. I felt like I could get to all of them except for maybe level 1s, which I hadn't seen. So yep. I was under the impression that if nothing else, I'd get item information to see if important items were on, which I'm going to just say they weren't, since we don't have any proof that they were.
No, because all the important items are accounted for.
Yeah, so even if that flag was turned on, it didn't roll, so it was fine by me.
Ice is going to find the silvers now, behind this Goma. He's going to stare at it for a minute. Going to stare at it for another minute. He's going to keep staring at the silvers behind the Goma block.
Yeah, that's a pretty dumb location, but
puts on the screen a big yuck for everyone. Burning the silvers now.
Yeah.
I'm sure really he's not thrilled about that. I mean, I don't consider this one of my worst rolls. I definitely consider it a trolley roll.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't bad. It just
Red Ring helped you a ton, I feel.
It just forced you to pretty much run the gauntlet outside of level 6. I don't see a world where anybody really would love to dig level 6 unless they have to.
Yeah, because that level 6 was not pretty either. It was pretty big. Oh, by the way, speaking of what's Trogdor from, you know what Trogdor's from, right?
Of course I do. That's a reference to something else.
How did you feel about level 9 being the cheat?
Really?
Oh, come
Is
on.
that not the cheat?
Fine. I mean, again, once I was in Go mode, I didn't even look at it, but I guess...
I know.
No, it's more a call out to a certain somebody that ran a marathon and said some things about it.
Wait, which one? Was it Smash?
Yeah, you could argue...
the other one?
You could argue in some ways it was just a yes.
Oh, dear. I see, said the... Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yes, Duke Firebird is totally the cheat. It was both of them. Oh, goodness. So it was Psytown and Smash that did that, right?
That's correct. That marathon is still going on SpeedGaming 1. They're not still racing, but I know it's still going.
I better say, if they're still racing a co-op seed, then we just need to fire them both. They're not allowed to play in the next co-op together.
But what about double segment pointer issues?
Okay, look, they can crash the game too. See, I'm not the only one.
Hey, a shortcut.
Hey, there's no reason for you to, like... I mean, I guess if you went that way, there's a reason to try it, but GG to Ice finishing with an official race time of 1:12.19. Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. You've been rescued by Marin. Get your GGs out for Ice. Both of you have had amazing runs here. Like, it's not easy getting to this point in the tournament, so...
Well, I said it in Game 1, I'll say it in Game 2. At this point, once you hit about the top 16, you've run out of people that you could just kind of use a little bit of good combat and skill, and just kind of win off of that alone. You kind of got to get lucky in the seed and kind of right order them to be able to advance all the way through. So,
Yep.
Just got to hope to do it a couple more times. GG's.
Yeah. 7. I found early bow and I was like, cool, I'm out of here. And yeah, that was my biggest mistake.
We both did the same thing. You only dug level 6 over my completion of the seed.
I triple dipped 8 because I don't go to 7. I find Triforce. If I find item on the way, cool. If I don't, cool, it's gone.
Double dipped 8, triple dipped 5.
Yeah, I went to 5 a couple of times because I was trying to find like a staircase or something, and I just kept getting held up by gomas and ladder blocks, and then yeah, it was bad. This seed was fun though. I had boomstick.
I cleared all my Triforces, ignored 9 for the moment, hoping the goma was blocking the silvers in 5. Found the ladder block immediately without ladder still, went to 9, dug both items out of 9. Hoping for a ladder actually more than the silvers, to be honest, and got unlucky that it was hard any key because I had a lot of keys, and then went through the cycle of, well, I got 6, 7, or 8, and guessed 8 first, which helped a little bit because I don't know that there's a way those silvers through any other means, because I went through the Chevy just like you did.
I got really, really twisted up on this seed because I went into 2 and I found the floor drop being the heart container. And then the other drop was the heart container. I was like, okay. And then, the coast item was not a heart container. The items in 8 wasn't heart containers. And I was like, all right, cool. It's vanilla heart containers. And so I started digging stuff, and then I found level 1 and I went in and I immediately found the shield, and I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, the shield, the red ring back to back. I dug 5, 8, 1 in that order because of red candle pushing me southwards. And so I had the information there, and then I got the mags hint that told me that I was in deception hints as well.
Yep. And then Fury, unfortunately, Ice wasted $60 early on because he bought the candle and then immediately went south and found the the candle with the Armos.
It's okay. I picked up the book. I'm the true winner here. I picked up the book.
Yeah, really, the seed came down to the fact that Fury got to enter both 3 and 4 with the bow already in hand, whereas I think you dipped 3 like you went back in 3 with the boomstick, and it still wouldn't let you go anywhere.
Yeah, like that. Like it's another one of those like seeds like where like. I typically do not check Death Mountain, and not checking Death Mountain was a horrible, horrible decision because your bow and silvers was on Death Mountain in 7, and then 6 was also there too.
Yeah.
Did you run into the hint in 2 for Manhandla and Death Mountain, or no?
I did, yeah. I found the deceptive hint, so I was like, all right, cool. The hints are deceptive.
And that was what inevitably led me up to Death Mountain a lot earlier then, because I'll say it, I've typed it out a couple times in Discord, but you go from essentially no information to 50-50 information, so I always kind of play under the hope that it's correct, and at that point, I think I had 25 overworld spots, so I had Deadwoods, and I had Death Mountain, and I had 4 or 5 dungeons left to find, so I was just gambling that something was going to be up there if it wasn't 3. And it ended up
my routing led me to 3 very early, so I knew where that was, and I couldn't enter it because it was key locked south, and I didn't have any keys. And then I found that hint in 2, and I was like, okay, we're on deceptive hints, and then I just never went to Death Mountain.
All right, talking about going towards 3, that reminds me, I have to yell at Dave for something. Dave, why did you design the Innie roads to go like that? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, they were atrocious.
So what happened was they got drunk.
They were just holding hands. Like, come on.
I took the first one and went back a space. It was like Monopoly. Instead of going back 3, I went back 1, and then I went up to the power bracelet spot. I'm like, oh, good, I can go check this Armos statue and see if there's
immediately it's the other one,
and it's the last one. I'm like, what is this? This is garbage.
Dave, the old man, and all the Any Roads were just sitting in a corner drinking moonshine.
Oh man. And then of course, this is the second time I put Bow and Silvers together in the same dungeon. However, this is the first time I've Bow blocked the Silvers.
No, it's not the first.
Yeah, no, it's
No, it's
like I
not.
said, it was a matter of like I stuck by my morals. I don't dive 7, and that's what ultimately got me out of here.
And Second Quest 8.
I mean, wait, Second Quest what? Second Quest what?
Quest something.
7, I think.
There's only what are you talking about? There's only 6 dungeons plus 9 in Second Quest.
Second Quest 7's Triforce. How about that?
Oh man, that was just brutal.
Yeah.
That was funny though.
It's going to be the same thing again for me, though. Just got to play clean and hope that my route is a little bit more profitable than Thurwolf's. I don't expect to have any advantages there. I honestly think I'll be at a disadvantage.
Is Thurwolf your like actual confirmed opponent?
Nope, but Thurwolf has the 1-0 lead. If it's Antlers, I just have to hope Silvers are on the coast, and he'll understand.
Oh, that means I got knocked out 4th place. Lame. I should have waited till Saturday. Should have waited.
Yeah, you can wait and see whoever doesn't win that round, the best of 3, and play that out. That'd be fun.
Hey, if you put it on the schedule, someone will cast it.
Yo,
Yeah,
should we do bronze place?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, Thurwolf has not advanced yet, but has a little bit of an advantage at this point. So we'll see if Antlers can run it back and reverse sweep it, or if Thurwolf ends up being the opponent. I've had moderate luck against Antlers. I think my win percent against Thurwolf is like 25%. So
Mine's garbage against Thurwolf.
yeah, so
The only way I win against Thurwolf is in battle royales, and if we choose the flags and they're garbage flags like Blackout.
The thing about Antlers that's scary though is he does things that other people also don't do. He's kind of like Saver, like where he just decides, oh, my idea of a fun time is going Second Quest low percent for fun. Like that's truly what people looking for fun do, right?
Wait, you guys all have wins against these people? How does that work?
I got I think almost all of my wins against Antlers came in the all boards no swords. I think he's pretty much beaten me up in every other tournament.
I will say, I'm very proud of like my performance in this tournament. I lost once to Sci-Town in the Swiss, and then I just proceeded to just claw my way all the way up to Fury.
Yep, and you didn't get knocked out by me.
Yeah,
Or me.
I think like I originally was not intending on like entering this tournament because random percent is just like, I don't know, like it just there's just something about random percent. But then like I actually took a look at the flags and I was like, okay, they're not awful.
This has been more fun than I initially gave it credit for, but I think also the additional removal of a couple of flags being on made it better.
Yeah, the removal of the swords being bomb upgrades was a massive like W, like because like after playing like 4 or 5 seeds where all my sword upgrades were just bomb upgrades, I was like, okay, I don't think I want to join this tournament anymore.
I think we tested probably about 20 or 30 seeds and had another 20 or 30 races, and I just
it just felt bad.
I threw the list down of things that I thought would make it at least prohibitive for newer runners to kind of be feel like they could partake in it, and that was what that flag was about to me. Is it's not really going to lend itself to having newer runners kind of do well if you take all of their offensive upgrades away.
Well, and also it's even for older runners, it becomes a slaw, and you just do not. It doesn't feel good ever, right? Unless it's boomstick and swordless, it never feels good.
Correct. There's a couple people that are at the top end that love really trolly flag sets and will play that for fun. Again, keyword fun.
But Dave.
I was thinking more. I've seen enough of Sci-Town J Smash's flags from what those two race each other in to know that they're. Glutton.
Yeah, I play in those on occasion. I'm just like, yep, you all just
Yeah, and then I think the only other flag that got changed though was red ring silvers out of 9, just because Vanilla's already going to put it in there heavy.
Correct.
So that
Yeah.
wasn't really that big of a change, but it was kind of one of those. Well, it's redundant.
But we had the community did a great job of giving feedback and molding the tournament to be something that was enjoyable for what we have 60 runners almost.
56, I think.
Yeah, and I think the last random percent was only 20 less players, so it's a huge upgrade, and there's a lot of fun casting a lot of these races.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
I definitely had a lot of fun this tournament. I couldn't see myself getting eliminated by anyone except for Fury, because Fury and I have just been going head to head so frequently, and it's always been back and forth.
Yeah, sorry, your other opponent.
Wow,
wasn't in
right
this
here,
one.
bro.
No,
Yeah,
but
sorry, I dipped out on this one. I didn't know if I was gonna have the time.
every person that I raced was a lot of fun. Like, I had a blast. Like, every single person that I raced, I had a lot of fun. And I did a lot better than I expected that I would do. And I fourth place in this tournament. I didn't even see myself getting top 8 with this flag set.
Yeah, you were on fire for a good amount of this tournament. It was going to be very difficult to take you out, and the person you did is going on to the final. So.
Yep. But yeah, good luck against whoever wins Thurwolf Antlers, Fury. I'm rooting for you.
Thanks. I'm rooting for Antlers probably to come back, and so that's an even 50-50 chance to win instead of 25-75 for me. But thanks for the races, and well done on beating Sci-Town to get to this point as well. That's a big opponent to knock out, given his tournament finishes the last 3 or 4.
I was very ecstatic about that. Like, game 1 was against Sci-Town. Like, game 1, I felt like it was a fluke, just because that wand pickup into vanilla items was just massive. And then game 2, I haven't even gone back and watched game 2, but I was told it was incredible. Like, the comeback was incredible.
Yep, I would definitely go back and watch that. It was fun to watch.
And I believe we have Thurwolf and Antlers tomorrow, same time-ish.
Sounds reasonable. I think they've been going a little bit earlier, but maybe not tomorrow night. I didn't look.
I know for sure that we're going to be on the same channel with them.
Well, let
we
me
will
pull it up.
be-
I can tell you. It is definitely SpeedGaming 2.
Yep.
And it is at 7 p.m., so definitely earlier.
Okay, definitely earlier. Good. So we will see them tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. And that's going to do it for us tonight, I think.
Yeah, big shout outs to everybody here that did comms and tracking, and SpeedGaming as well for hosting this race. And big shout outs to Fury for putting up one heck of a matchup.
Yep, I echo those sentiments.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks, guys, for running, and thanks to our trackers and behind-the-scenes people, Dead Boy in the background, and Smile Fries with the setup. So, thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. Any last words, Panzer?
yeah, I've been Panzer Dave, and you've been...
I'm Magic Friends. Have a good night, friends.